questions for Trea? Start over here on the left, third row.
Trea, back in April in Chicago, I'm not sure if you remember, but Marsh and Stott did their hijinks after the game, and you told them to clean it up, save that stuff for walk-offs, clinches, celebrations. Fair to say tonight qualifies for all the celebrations?
Yeah, I hate the cold water or cold whatever they got. They got all sorts of things going on. But, yeah, I hate the cold. But this time of year, it's fun. You know, it's a lot of fun. So maybe not in May or April, but in October, it's a blast. So give me all the cold water you can get.
Come here to the second row on the right, Chelsea.
Hey, Trea, what are your impressions of Nick Castellanos after, a few months of playing with him, and what do you think allows him to do what he's done the last couple nights?
I think he's unique, man. He's 101. I don't know if I've met anybody like him, and I mean that in a good way. He's different, and he can really hit, and we knew that going in, to this season, obviously. But in the past, in Chicago, in Detroit, he's just a doubles machine, and he can hit. So it's cool seeing him just do his thing, and regardless of what people think about him, he's just his own person. So I love him, respect him for that. So. This series has been really cool just for him individually, but as a season too. I think he's had a great season, and he's meant a lot to us.
Left side along the wall.
Trea, to kind of build off that question, what did you make of his celebration? He just looked so calm at the plate. He just watched the ball go in the stands, casually flipped the bat, and then took off. I mean, what did you make of his, calm, cool, collected celebration?
I think when you're hitting 2 homers every day, you can do whatever the hell you want. It's hard to hit. It's hard to hit in the postseason. It's hard to hit off good pitching. So when you're that locked in, and you're seeing the ball well, and you're driving it to all parts of the field and over the fence, I think you can do whatever you want, and it's pretty cool watching him just be comfortable and be himself.
Third row on the left, Tyler.
Trea, Spencer Strider had always done pretty well against you. I think go for 17, and then tonight, biggest game, you ambushed him a couple times. Did you change your approach? Did he hang some pitches? What was the difference?
No, I feel like yesterday, my fourth at bat, I feel like I made a little adjustment, felt better for me personally. And as far as him, he's got great stuff. We all know it. But I felt like in the past, my bats off him, I've gotten pitches to hit. I just missed them, fouled them off, whatever it is. And, he's I think that's, tip of the cap to him because he's got good stuff. But tonight, it was just more don't miss those pitches. And I got those pitches to hit, and I didn't miss them. I don't think I struck out off him very much in the past. It was more of just kind of bad swing and a bad count or foul ball or this or that. And, I felt fine. It's just more of just keep doing the same thing and don't miss those pitches. I mean, it's the old round ball, round bat type deal. And I felt good.
You've been having a really good postseason. What made you think you needed to make an adjustment, and what was the adjustment? I mean,
I feel like I know. I know when I'm off. Yesterday, my first bat, chased, struck out. Felt like my 2-strike approach wasn't the best. The first 2 games, really, and then going into yesterday. And I just felt like a little off. I know when it's not there. So I still battle, still compete. You can get hits, you can do different things when you don't feel great. But I knew it was a little off, and then in that fourth at bat, just kind of made a little adjustment and just felt like I could take pitches, I could see the ball, I could kind of do more things.
Todd over here on the
similar to what I'd done the last 50 games or so, just hands, and I don't know, it's hard to, I could talk about it forever, but it's hard to explain. But just things that I've done for the last 50 games, those adjustments, I can feel them, I can move to them quicker, I can I don't know, just play baseball, and that's how I can see it better, I guess, is a better way to describe my swing.
Over on the left, Todd.
Trea over here. Being a dad yourself, when you see Nick hit those home runs and Liam come down, and how does that resonate with you as a dad? Yeah,
it's cool. You don't think about those things early on in your career, and as you get older, you see guys do stuff like that. I remember Jason Worth would bring his son in, who was maybe 14 or 15, and he would hit in the cage and just watch him, spend time with each other. And then now Liam and Nick, and then just having my kids. It's it's I think one of the things I'm looking forward to towards the end of my career, and hopefully 10 years from now, is just spending that time and being able to share those moments, and him to understand that we're pretty lucky to play a game for a living and just have some fun. So yeah, I think it's special, and it's really cool. We saw it all year, obviously, and then postseason is just more magnified.
And then you said he was unique or different. Nick, how would you describe how he's unique or different?
I don't know. It's hard. You gotta talk to him for an hour. You talk to him for 1 hour, you'll figure it out. But yeah, he sees the world differently.
Here in the front on the left.
Trea, Nick said after the loss on Game 2, you had a couple errors. Bryce had some base running hijinks. He said that you guys felt like you were punched in the face, and you respond. You thrive when you get punched in the face. What was it like, the plane ride home, and what has it been like before the last couple of games? Have you been sort of like seething, like wanting to get back out there?
Yeah, I think, we're confident. We know when we mess up, our fans kind of keep us in check, and that's sort of the sense. And our fans know, we know when we could do things better, and it's move on, it's whatever. You can't change what you did. Obviously, I would love to go back and change the errors, or Bryce would love to go back and knowing that somebody caught the ball, or Harris caught the ball, that he wouldn't do what he did. But you got to move on, and I think we've been really good at that. We have the right clubhouse for that, and you're not going to be perfect throughout the season. You're not going to be perfect in the postseason. It's being able to move on and pick each other up and do those sorts of things. So we got a good group, man. I think that's the only way to put it. Is someone messes up, so what? We can fix it. We can overcome it, and I think that belief is true. I don't think we're faking it. So I think that's important this time of year.
In the back on the right.
Trey, talk about, in terms of how so many different players, whether it be position players on defense or offense, bullpen, guys coming through, just a quintessential series team win or team series win.
We kind of knew we were going to have to do that to beat those guys. They're obviously really good. The pitching's good. The offense is good. And they play good defense. So we knew we were going to have to do our part as well. I say it all the time. You want to be the guy that hits the homer, right? But maybe you're the guy that makes the defensive play, or maybe you're the guy that moves up a base on a ball in the dirt, or whatever it is. Maybe you're a pitcher who gets out of a jam in the second inning, and everyone forgets about it, but you played a big part. So I just think we have a really good team. We got a lot of good players, a lot of good people, and we take pride in everything we do. It's like I said, I always say it's not going to be perfect, but we know we can do better. We can move on, and we'll overcome things. So I just think, as a team, as a unit, we're in a good spot.
We'll take two more questions. First on the left.
Trey, you had a phenomenal game today hitting, and you had a phenomenal second half hitting. You also had a great season stealing bases in the postseason and the regular season. Was there anything that you did in preparation or that you do that you pick up that made you successful? Was it the rule changes, the bigger bases, anything like that?
No, I don't think the bigger bases did much. I do think the pickoffs played a different part for everybody, not just me, but I think that changes the game a little bit. The pitch clock is kind of, whatever. I don't think that really affects base running that much, but the opportunities are there. It's are you willing to take them type deal? And throughout the season, for me personally, I feel like early on I didn't get on base. Towards the end, it was, I got to let the guys behind me hit. So you got to pick your chances, your opportunity. And I think the game's a little more momentum based now. So especially in the postseason too. So those are big swings. You want to be safe, just because, if you get on to lead off an inning and get thrown out, that's a big momentum swing. So base running is important this time of year, not just stolen bases, but everything. And we take pride in it. I think we've been pretty good as a whole for the most part. I think Bryson and Rojas and Marshy and some of these guys have been pretty efficient, and it's been fun to, I think everyone thinks we hit homers, and we do, but we run the bases pretty well too.
And we'll take our last question on the left. Tyler?
Yeah, Trey, obviously coming here was a big life decision for such a long period of time. At this moment, year one looks like it's been pretty fun, despite the ups and downs. How is this experience compared to what you expected when you signed that deal?
I didn't think I would stink for 100 games, and I did. So, I think I said it a little while ago. I thought baseball would have been the easiest thing, and usually the life choices or the family and moving and all that's a little harder in the past. Getting traded, stuff like that's a little harder. And this year it's kind of been the opposite. Baseball was harder, and the life stuff was great. I liked living here. I liked showing up to the ballpark. It was just a matter of playing good baseball. So. It's been different, I would say, for sure, but I've enjoyed it. My family's enjoyed it. I don't think I'd have it any other way than how it's turned out. And I trust myself. I trust my family to make the decisions we made, and it's been awesome. It's been fun. This group is special, and I love it. It's been great.